Anywho. Wait, do you even want to still do
Go
that?
ahead. No, don't try to be subconscious of it now.
I didn't realize it was cliche.
It is very cliche. It's like, it's just Disney Channel.
Oh, I like that.
I bet you do.
I like that.
I bet.
Why you say you bet I do?
Because
it's some life.
Definitely. And you probably think it's just the greatest thing ever.
I love it.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back to It's Controversial. I'm Nay.
I'm Cookie.
And this is where we talk about unwanted opinions. I knew she was going to hate it. I don't care.
You care.
Anywho, what's on the topic list for today?
Why me?
Because
you started.
I like it. No,
started,
I like
no,
it.
you started off.
But I like it when you started.
Why?
Because it's like,
no, because
you know how like you got like the news and it's like a forecaster. Like, what's on the for the day, Cook? Like that. I like that.
Your turn this time. Did I come up with the topic last video?
Come up with every
okay,
video.
No, it's not happening.
But I
You're not putting that responsibility on me. Go ahead, your turn. Your turn. You can go on one, and I can go on one. So
I'm gonna just piggyback off of something else. So we're gonna talk about.
Look at the sky. You don't see that?
It's black. That's what they power out.
Oh,
that's
my
funny,
Lord, it's not.
Maybe we next.
We already had all the lightning and thunder and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Unless it's gonna get worse.
It's supposed to get bad.
I need to get Dexter his Xanax because I do not have time for this. I'm gonna just keep him in my room. The doctor said I need to get him Xanax. He didn't.
You on Xanax?
I haven't given it to him yet. I haven't got his prescription yet. But he gets very, very nervous and anxious, especially going to the doctor. So if he ever has to go to any other appointment, he has to have
Xanax.
Yeah.
You be black so bad because they love talking about Xanax.
I wonder how it's gonna like affect him. Like I wonder what's gonna happen to him. Like is he gonna get like drowsy or like
it's
getting dark fast? All right, let's hurry up.
Sorry guys,
so that's all kind of like
ooh. Okay, since we're talking about Xanax and anxieties and stuff, let's just talk about anxiety. Yeah.
Why?
I chose.
Why?
I gave you the opportunity.
What about anxiety?
Like,
You don't have to think that hard. Why did you think of anxiety?
Because I was like, referring back to God.
No, because wait, I think it is getting dark.
I know.
I think I was getting.
Look at the video. Look at the video. We went from having bright lights and now it's dark.
Ooh. I was thinking.
Hopefully our power doesn't go out.
Oh, please don't. Please don't say that.
No, it won't. Oh no! Look, the sky getting back white over there.
Yeah, over that side. That mean everything moving this way, right? Is that not how it works?
Well, it was dark right there, so it must be moving over. Moving over.
I don't like the way that wind blowing.
I'm not going outside.
I am. I gotta get food. I'm hungry.
Well, you like driving in hurricane.
Girl, please. When you just said that about anxiety, it just the reason I said that was because I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, I was saying I probably felt like how other people feel when they know something wrong with them and they don't want to admit something wrong.
Oh,
so I think that's why I was like, okay, we don't have to talk. Why you have to talk about it?
You know, I got that sense from you, but I was like, I ain't trying to really think about it too hard.
No, it's not that serious. I really don't care. I don't like it. I don't like talking about that.
Because I remember when you talked about like how you said sometimes it's like, how could you believe in God when you have anxiety? Because like it falls back into like trust. Like, do you really trust God with everything that you do?
That's how. I mean, I still think like that, but I'm not saying this is gonna go away like in a matter of seconds. Like the minute you say you start believing in God, and then I'm not gonna say your anxiety is gonna go away just like that. Because it's a process for me. But like I don't even like saying that I have anxiety. Like I hate saying that. I don't like saying that at all. Like I just everybody else says it to me and I'm like, okay, you don't have to say that. Thanks. Like when my mom tries to tell me that it's exactly like, okay, no it's not. Like I always say that because I'd rather speak it into it not being that than me saying, yo, yeah, I have it. Because then it's like the power of the tongue. It's like if once I
Mm-hmm.
start saying, oh, I have anxiety or all this stuff, then I feel like it just gets worse. Instead of me just being like, oh yeah, well, I'm working on it. Like I just get a little anxious or something like that. But I'm not trying to say that because it's already bad enough. I don't need to
Yeah.
get it worse.
Because the Bible definitely talks about the power of the tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that you say, you can speak into existence. And like even people that don't believe in God think that. So it's like it's power in your
It
words.
is. It
It's so much power.
The more you say something, you start to notice how real it becomes. Like it starts to really, obviously, from when I start talking about something for a long time, like if I constantly talk about it, it happens every
Mm-hmm.
single time. Like I get everything that I ask for, and that's not always a good thing. Like sometimes I'm saying stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'm wishing bad on myself because I'm saying things, and it's like, and then when it happens, I can't be surprised about it because you talked about it so much. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's happening. You asked for it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I just don't say that I have anxiety often. I just like, just a
Yeah.
little anxious right now.
And it's so weird to live in a world where everyone's claiming so many different like um
Mental
mental
or
issues.
disorders or
Yeah,
something.
and it's like, why do y'all want this stuff?
And
But
then,
I get that some people actually may have it and they're actually
or you
diagnosed with
have
it. But
traits of it. It doesn't
yeah.
necessarily mean that you have that disorder. You shouldn't want it, and it shouldn't be something where we're competing to where, oh, my depression is worse than yours or my anxiety is worse than yours. Honestly, none of us should even want it. We should want to have a peaceful mind. We shouldn't want to be sad or be nervous all the time or anxious all the time. It's not something I want to compete with anybody about. Like, I don't want somebody to be like, oh, your anxiety is worse than mine, or my anxiety is worse. I don't want that. I don't want it at all.
To the point where
So,
we all have it. We're just now we're competing
yeah.
on what level is
And I will
more
never
severe.
speak depression over myself because that's not, no, I refuse. I'm not doing that. I don't like any of that. I don't want to feel like a weight is on me. I don't want to feel no
Mm-hmm.
sadness. I refuse to feel that. And I don't know if I have to be delusional, then oh well, I'll just be that. Like if I have to pretend like I'm happy in a situation where I'm not as happy, then I'll just have to do that because I'm not gonna feel sorry for myself or anything like that. I don't want to wallow in it. I don't want to feel any of that. So, I mean,
Cause it's kind of hard sometimes. Like sometimes when I get really really sad, sometimes it's hard to get out of that
mm-hmm.
sadness. But then I have to realize like, how much longer do you have to feel this way? Like
And then
you don't
also like
have
find an
to.
outlet or something, like
Yeah.
something that will bring it, I guess, like will bring you out of it. Because like for me,
Mhm.
like if I ever get sad, like if something does bother me to a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I'm just upset, I will go to my family. Like I'll go to my parents' house. That's the first thing I do is go to my mom's house, and it's like nothing ever happened because that's an outlet for me. And then once I'm there and I leave, I'm good now. Like it was just, even though I know that emotion at the time is temporary. Like that's not a permanent emotion for me. Sadness is not. It never has been. So like if I have something where I'm like, this will take my mind off of it, or this will help me feel better, like I can sit with it for a minute and be like, why am I sad? Figure out what's the cause of it, and
Mhm.
not just burying it and like pretend like I didn't feel it. I will deal with it, but I'm like, okay, I'm kind of sick of this. I'll just go to my mom's and like feel better, and then once I feel better, I'm like, okay, well, you see that it's temporary. It's not something that you have to sit in. You don't. If you find an outlet that will help you feel better or make you happier, then why not do that instead of just sitting in it? Because that's how depression starts. It's like
Mhm.
you sitting in it, and it's like you're not trying to really. You may try to get out of it, but it's like you have to help yourself, if
Mhm.
that makes sense. So it's like
Mhm.
therapy, all that stuff. But
Yeah, and I had to realize because that is not a fun emotion. And then you gotta think about like what are you so sad about? Like
mm-hmm.
why am I so sad?
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like I think about not really what would Jesus do, but like kind of actually yeah, what would Jesus do? Like
Mm-hmm.
would he even think about it this hard? Like what would his mindset be right now? Like
Like with my anxiety, I kind of think the same way. Or really, what I do is like the smile. Oh my God, what is wrong
you're
with me?
sick.
Hold on,
You're
wait a second.
sick. She thought she saw a tornado outside and smiled. She
They would have given
smiled.
out a warning, probably. They would have given out a warning, right? Okay, but anyway, with my anxiety, what I was saying was like I kind of get like sad, like if I'm feeling like I like going through some type of like anxiety attack or something, or if my anxiety is really bad at the moment, I kind of feel bad later on because I'm like, I wonder how I just made God feel, knowing
Mhm.
that I was just sitting there like worried or like scared, and I'm saying that I have faith in Him, and I'm acting this way. It's like, where is my faith then? I feel like I'm just making him feel like, dang, girl, you really don't trust me. And like, I
Mhm.
would never want to make him feel like that, but it is so hard. And that's why I said it's a process. It's not just going to happen like overnight. But
Mhm.
like, I do feel, but I'm like, oh my gosh. And I think that's why it kind of got a little bit better, because I do feel bad about it. I'm like, that there's no way that I should be feeling like this. No, and I say I have faith in God, because that just made me feel so bad. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
where is it then? If you have it, where is it?
Because you're constantly thinking about what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen. It's like I'm supposed to just allow him to
Mm-hmm.
take over and take over your life, and like we have to learn God's timing,
Mm-hmm.
and
Or
it's
just
very
to
important.
relax. It's like
Yeah.
you're worried about absolutely nothing.
And
Like,
if
he already has a plan.
yeah, and
I
if he
don't think
favors
he.
you,
Yes, and it's
there's
like,
nothing
I don't
wrong.
think he would intentionally let anything happen to me, because most of the time I actually don't know where it's coming from. Like, when I am experiencing anxiety, like when we were in the store and like I'm shaking and stuff, I don't know what I'm expected to happen. And like, that's kind of what I need to figure out, because I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm not afraid of people. Like, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what's going on and why I feel like that. So that's what I need to figure out. But it's like, in that moment, I know he's like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, you just said you had faith in me, so why are you
What?
acting
Where
like
did it
this in
go?
this? Yeah, like, it's like it goes away immediately. And when I'm in public, I'm like, okay, I need to work on that. And I also need to figure out where it's coming from, because what is wrong?
Mhm.
Like, girl, I don't know what is going on in my head to where I'm like shaking and stuff. Like, I really don't. I'm like, I'm not worried about somebody hurting me or any. It's like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's like, maybe it comes to what I was saying, like, before we were recording a video at one point, and I said in that video that we're not going to put out, is that like, I'm not very social. So I think when I am put in a situation where it's kind of like I have to be social, I think, oh my god, social anxiety. But
That was quick. That was quick. Now I see how you say you could be your own therapist in
yeah,
your head.
but
That was real
but
quick.
yeah, when I have to be social, that's when I'm like ready to go home. Like, I'm ready to get out. And I always say that, like, I'm just ready to get out. I don't want to
Yeah,
be in
cause it
here.
wasn't for me. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, wasn't
Cause, but
anything
it's
going
I
on.
know it was nothing. Nobody was talking to
It was
us.
nothing going on.
Nothing.
But
Like
it's like
it was
knowing
like
that
probably
it's
the most
more.
calm experience we've had
I
in a
know.
store.
And if it's more than two people around, that's when it happens.
And it was busy in there.
I know, and that's when it happens. I'm like, this. It's like my head is spinning fast. It's like everything's going like this. Like, I'm not kidding.
I get the
I'm
feeling.
not even like.
Are you get overstimulated fast or something?
Oh yeah, I know that. I do for sure. But that's also something I'm trying to work on, because I don't want to. That's kind of where it comes in with the me being annoyed all the time, or like me getting easily annoyed. I think that also plays a part in it. But I know I get overstimulated really fast. But I hate that word because people use it so much now. But
Yeah, but it's a thing, boy.
because like, you know how when I would, like, even a couple of years ago, when I would be in a store and like I'll start like going like this, like,
Yeah.
and I'll have to get out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's gotten better, because I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, you really
But
haven't.
like,
Now that you say it out loud, I haven't seen you do that in
yeah,
years
so
now.
I've been trying to work on it, because it's like, this is so ugly. Like, I don't want to feel like this, and this is not fair to God. It's just not. And I
It's
just,
like, I did not put you here to be acting like this.
no, like, girl, you are being too extra, and I'm right here. Like,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh.
like that makes me even more sad, because like, this man is right here, and I'm just acting like I'm just doing this by myself. But I don't know.
Some of you like, hello, hello, hello,
Yeah.
hello, I'm right here, hello.
No,
Can you see
seriously,
me?
that man is like,
I'm not invisible. Well, the presence isn't invisible. The presence is not invisible, but
No, yeah.
you can't visually see him. But and I feel like that's another people don't understand is like when you feel his presence, it's like it's kind of hard to say that he doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you feel him, like last Sunday we was in church, the whole room felt the presence of God. Like if you were there, you felt it,
Mhm.
and it's like, how could you explain that to someone who's never
you
experienced
really
it?
cannot. And like, I also want to know, like, somebody, when it's days like that in church, I always wonder if like, if like a stranger were to come in there, would they feel the same thing that we're feeling,
Or
or
if they would think we're just like hallucinating, or like what, like, because I've seen people think that
Mhm.
way, like Oh, they're just like hallucinating.
And
It's just a mental thing.
I want to see if somebody random were to come in there, would they feel like the same feeling we felt, or like if it's only that strong because of our faith, or if anybody could feel that, you know, like I just want to know because I don't, because that feeling that was, that was a lot.
I know, and I just like this week after that, I saw a video. I didn't watch it long because I'm starting to really hate people that comment on the Bible, and
Me too.
And
lately
I'm
it's
not
only
even going
been
to entertain it.
negative.
Yeah, I'm not going to entertain it because what's the point of me getting riled up, especially for a video? I'm not going to get myself that. So the clip where I stopped it, I watched only like the first 5 to 10 seconds, and the girl was like, "The Bible was written by many authors, and you're trying to say that it was written by God." And the guy who she was talking to, he was like, they wrote it through God.
Yeah, God gave
and it's
them
like,
the words
how
to
could
speak.
you explain how God feels if you don't even know what it feels like? You don't know what it feels like to be used as a vessel through God.
I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand that or to grasp that. Like, you have to really have no faith at all.
I think it's
to not
there.
be able to. Yeah, and I mean, okay, I get some of the stories in the Bible are hard to believe because I mean, in a well, like it is really hard to believe. But I also think that these stories are also showing you like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like
a parable.
Yes, it's showing you what God is capable of. Like, and if you can't see past that, you're not even trying to. Like, I don't think you're trying to see past it. You're just set in your ways. Like, you think that, oh, this is just unbelievable. This is stupid.
Even though scientists have found artificial facts of things in the Bible. Like, even when we was in middle school, I remember they found Noah's Ark. Like, they found the exact copy, like the measurements, everything. And people still do not believe that God is real. Like, even faith plummeted.
Or it's also like, when scientists don't have the answer, who do you think does have it? How do you think that this came about? If scientists don't even have an answer to something, where do you think it is? Like, nobody else has that answer but him. But it's like, it's just so hard. And I try to see it from their perspective, but it's really hard, especially when I feel the way I feel in the relationship that I have with God. It's going to be hard for me to see that.
In that mindset.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not a pessimist. One, it's not hard for me to just instantly go into something negative. Like, it's not, because I'm just not a pessimist. And like, I am willing to hear other people's point of view. They are not half the time. And it's like, since I don't know how we're able to, real Christians, I don't know how we're able to like hear other people, but like the people who are so stuck in their ways of not believing in Christ can't. Like, they don't want to see another point of view.
Well, that's what, the Bible said. We're going to be separated, whether we like it or not.
And I don't mind it. I really don't mind it at all. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't mind. I'd rather be with people that are like me, who do believe in Christ. I don't want to be around you if you don't.
I know, it's just the way you say.
I'm just saying, it's true. It's like, why? What am I going to get out of somebody who doesn't believe in Christ? Like, all you're going to bring to me is trouble. Like, I don't know what I could get out of you or get from you. Like, you're not going to bring anything good to me, I don't think. Like, I don't see, unless it's my job to like bring you to Christ, then okay. But if there's just there's no way that you change, I don't see what I wouldn't be of service to you. Like,
yeah, especially if y'all not, like, because that's what is so important. Also, again, the Bible does say not to be yoked with anyone that's not the same, and there's a reason.
Although you can bring people to Christ if they are not with Christ, that is a possibility. And I'm not just saying just give up on people as soon as they show you that they don't believe in Christ. But
yeah, but I feel like you shouldn't. As soon as they come around, you switch up. I feel like that's what the Bible meant by that. Like, as soon as they come around, now your faith is wavering just because they come. Because I swear, some people in their faith, it's like the wind. 1 minute they're with God, 1 minute they're somewhere out in the world. Yeah. You can't do that. That's not what it's talking about. Like, you can bring them here, but you need to be strong in yourself and not waver just because someone says something else. Like, imagine.
You shouldn't be that easily influenced.
That's what I'm saying. You go to someone having a mindset, I'm with God or whatever. And like, they say one thing and it's like,
oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, maybe God isn't. No.
There was no faith. You had no faith.
And now you're back with them.
And you're trying to be of the world, and you're trying to please both man and God, and that is impossible. It's impossible. You cannot please man. You really can't.
No, because they're always so unfulfilled. God is so fulfilling.
That is just not.
Like, you'll never experience love the way a man love you compared to God. Like, there's no way. Like, you can come close, yes, but God is a whole.
It's unconditional.
It's a whole different thing. And man has too many conditions. We
aren't really made really to show unconditional love. Like, our love seems to be conditioned. Like, it's like you love that person or you love them if they deserve it. You feel like you can love them if they deserve it, but if you feel like they don't deserve it, you don't love them. So it's like, that's not unconditional love. You love people no matter the circumstance. That is very hard to find. I feel like that's like a love that's like with a parent and their child who actually does love their children.
And that's so weird because now that's becoming weird to, like, you can't even say like a mother's love.
You can't, because that's why I said. That's why I said a person who actually does love their children unconditionally.
Because like, that's like, if everyone just, I feel like we talked about it in this other video, but if everybody just lived the way the Bible intended, there would be more love. It's like, it's not just about all the bad things that happen in the Bible, because it shows how bad the world is, but then it also shows how good God is through the world being bad. Like, look how the world is now. But I don't feel no sense of anxiety like something bad is going to happen to me because I have God. There's no reason for it. And it's like, it's so sad that people don't even know what it's like to have a mother or a father that loves them unconditionally. That's immensely sad. And then those people don't even know what God is, so they can't even teach their child as they're supposed to about God. Like, even if you don't have me, you have him.
That's why most people need to read the Bible, because it's literally in there. It's like, God sustained the man so the man could sustain the woman, and it's just supposed to go on like that. And it's like, it's not like that. It's not like that anymore. So there's a lack of love. There's a lack of faithfulness to God. Obviously, it's just a lack of everything. And then people wonder why the world is the way that it is. But it's like, we're not doing what we started off bad. Like, it was not.
Cain and Abel.
This is not the way it was supposed to be. People just don't listen. People are so hard-headed. They don't read.
Adam and Eve. Everybody started off wrong.
No, you don't understand how much I hate the story of it. I don't like both of them. Both of them, they suck. Both of them do. Like, and
at least he gave us the wrong way to go about it. I appreciate that. The wrong way to go about it.
I'm like, first of all, y'all can't do nothing right. Like, that's the first thing. I'm like, y'all can't do anything.
He gave you one rule.
He gave Adam one thing. You had all this other fruit to eat everywhere else.
Imagine, let's do a snake.
Why you had to go for that one? You had all this other fruit. You know how many trees I've been running to? I've been going to all of them. You had to get this one thing. Why? God already told you not to do it. And then you gonna say that everybody loves to blame Eve. I'm like, y'all don't have no self-control?
And that's what he failed to do his part, because remember what we learned in church, like the purpose of the man. He failed to do his part. He was supposed to tell her what not to do. You following her.
So the woman is the lead. They're the head. Is that how it's supposed to be? No.
So you came from her.
That made me
when he made you
angry. I swear, Adam and Eve they make me angry, because then I'm like, and then there's people who always the men want to blame the women and the women want to blame the men, but it's like, God told Adam. He did not tell Adam and Eve not to eat. He told Adam not to eat from that. Like, he said that. Eve just, I don't know, she just sick and then just had to. I don't know why she had to do that, but
like the character of women, like us following our heart and not.
And women being conniving and sneaky, and yes, women are that way, and yes, they are. But men also need to learn to be in control. That's why he made you the head,
and that's why there's no control now.
And then they get so mad when women don't want to submit. People love that word. They don't like to submit. But it's like, you have to really be the head. Then that's why you need to follow Christ. You need to find a man who is like God fearing. Like, because if he's not going to be a good head of the household at all.
And you got to think, man, what am I submitting to? Am I submitted to abuse? Am I submitted to somebody that don't know where they're going?
And this is also where it comes into asking God if this is the person that you're supposed to be with.
That's what I'm saying. What am I submitting to?
Like,
because I'm scared.
I'm not just submitting to a man because you're a man. I'm going to submit to you because you are a follower of Christ. You know how to be the head. You've read the Bible and you know how to be the head. I'm not going to just follow you because you're a man.
And there's more than, because I feel like they use like me being the head of the house, oh, it's the money aspect, but it's so much more than that.
No.
It's the respect. It's the way you carry yourself in the house.
Like if I don't feel, I've always said this, if I don't feel protected by you, I could not see myself submitting to you. That means whatever wall that I built is already knocked down. I have no shield up. You are my protector outside of God. So it's like, that means I have a lot of faith in you to be my protector in the head. So why would I just do that for anybody?
Especially some man you just met.
Like, and I don't see you following Christ. Like, you're not led by God in any way. So why would I even feel comfortable doing that? You don't even, like, God didn't even bring me to you. You just popped up. I don't know. That's very scary to me. So I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. It's just like, I feel very protected by my dad. So it's like, that same protection that I feel from my dad, I won't even feel that from my husband. So it's like, I'm not about to just let my guard down for somebody who doesn't. You're not even following Christ. I'm sorry, that's scary. That is scary to me. Like, I don't trust you at all.
And to speak from a person who is almost pretty much the opposite of that. My dad did not give me that present. So it's like, I had to like figure that out on my own. Like, oh, that's what a man's supposed to do. Like, it's kind of hard. So it's like, I vent for people out there that I
feel like that would be really hard.
Yeah, it is really hard, because it's like, and then you go through life finding people, because it's like, naturally you find people like your parents. That's just a natural thing. And so it's kind of hard to deviate from that path, because like, this is what my brain is system. Yeah, it's like this is what my brain is system to get with.
Yeah, is there going to be like a hidden, like something you have to look for, like in every person that you decide to date or whatever? Like, I don't know. I would be scared.
Like a big
like,
trial and error.
Know. I know it really is, but it's like,
scary.
And you can't find out right away, because it's like, you have to get to know that person and stuff. It's like,
and it's like so much time, because like you're trying to check off all the boxes, because you're trying to make sure like this. I'm trying to deviate from the path that was given to me originally.
And I've always had like for the most part, a great male representation in my life. Like, most of the men in my life are immaculate. Like, I like my uncle, dad, like they are what I envisioned a man to be. Like, my dad would not let anything happen to us. Anything. He would put his life on the line before he let something happen to us. Same with my uncle. Like, that's not even my dad. But he would do anything for us to make sure that we are protected. So I'm like, if I've seen those examples all throughout my life, I don't see why I would go the opposite way with my husband. It's like, you need to make me feel this. I mean, I'm not trying to compare them, but it's like, you need to make me feel the same way that those men made me feel.
Because
like,
they were doing
being
their
a real
job
man.
as a man. Yeah,
exactly. But I mean, not everybody is blessed with that. So it's like, I know that would be difficult to even.
And it's easier when you find Christ, and like, not like a weird, overly submissive, overly controlling man of Christ, but I mean like a genuine man of Christ that understands love and understands the hierarchy of
hopefully they just
Christ.
read the Bible. Like, if they just read it
and understand what they're supposed to.
Don't read it with like a biased mind, like feeling like you're getting attacked when you read the Bible. Like, just read it as to where like you're just trying to learn. And I think it'll come more easier than you're reading it to like have a rebuttal or something. Like, just come with an open mind, like, or wanting to fix yourself. Now, if you don't want to fix yourself, I guess there's no point in trying to read it right now, because you're not at that point in your life where you want to be convicted from whatever as a man. Like, you don't want to see that you're treating somebody wrong, even though you feel like you're not doing anything wrong, but maybe you are. And the Bible is just trying to tell you, like, this is not the way to go. But like, if you're not willing to accept that yet, then I guess it's pointless. Because like, it's hard to hear some of the stuff in the Bible that you're not supposed to do, or that you shouldn't be doing, and you really want to, because your flesh really wants to. And I know it's hard, because there's stuff in the Bible that I see, I'm like, oh my God, that is hard. But
I know, because when I actually went to church, like a good church, and I'm like, it's just like there's so many things that it's not even me, that I see other people do. I'm like, wow, I thought this was normal.
But everything's not easy. Like, and it's, but I mean, you're just trying to. God is not expecting us to just get it right off the bat. I don't think He is. I don't. I'm sure He's made us, and He's not expecting us to have it all together right away. But He at least wants to see you try to get to that point. And like for men, I don't know any man who has like I guess read the Bible and like actually actually changed. Like I mean, because they are most of the men that I see that do read the Bible, it's like they're just trying to prove something to somebody, like either prove the Bible wrong or like that type of stuff. It's like
yeah.
all of that. So that's all I've been
And
seeing lately.
That's another thing. It's like, what's the point of reading something just to prove it wrong? You know how ugly that is. That's like genuinely.
Because what
like,
are you
not
doing?
Even the fact it's the Bible. Any like you going into something waiting to find something to hate on.
What's wrong with you?
There's genuinely
and then
something wrong with
the
you.
funniest thing to me is when people use the Bible to
like a fact book.
Well, like they're trying to disprove the Bible, but then they use Bible verses to disprove the Bible, and I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like using it as like a fact book just to prove that fact isn't wrong, even though it's a fact in the Bible.
So then you're still contradicting yourself because you still use the Bible to prove yourself and the Bible wrong, but you're stupid because you just use the Bible verse. So it's like, so either way, the Bible wins. God wins in the end, as usual. So it's like, I don't understand what you thought you were going to get out of that.
I wish people watched that movie. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was Denzel Washington in it. And it was like, throughout the movie, there was like trying to find this book, and he had it, and it was like a bunch of evil people. And that movie was so powerful. I wish I knew what the name of it was, but I watched it on accident. But I'm not a movie person. I think someone
I am. I think I saw it, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I think someone was just playing it, and I watched it, and it was like they were all hunting down this book, but he had to make sure that those people did not get it because it depends on who holds the book. Because it depends on your mind when you're reading it. You can't reading it. You can't reading it.
You can't reading it.
You can't read it.
You can't reading it if you're. All right. Go ahead.
You can't
reading it. All right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just keep having strokes.
I'm done. Go ahead. You can't read it if
the Bible is not meant for you to read it with a bias or with hatred or any type. You have to read it with an open mind. You can't read it with a closed mind intending to control people, to belittle people, because that's not what God is about. So why would he give anyone that domain to open the Bible and read it that way?
And they're really trying right now. They're really trying to get, I don't know, it's just.
And you're still not making any sense because that was not what the Bible was intended for. And I don't see them doing this with any other book. Why are you doing it with the Bible?
They hate Christians. They really do. And I get some Christians have made a bad name. Like they have, because they aren't acting like Christians. And I will say, I can admit that. Like but I don't, obviously I'm not around those types of Christians. I'm around Christians who actually are following Christ and doing it the right way. Not just some that are just calling themselves a Christian because they just want something to say. I don't know, but like I do know there's some Christians who aren't making a good name for us, and I understand that. But it's like everybody's not the same one, and obviously if they're not doing it the right way, do you think that they're really a Christian? Why don't you think like that instead of just trying to immediately think that the whole entire Bible is what's the problem and not just that specific person? Like I don't get it. And I understand people go through things, they experience things that like pull them away from God or whatever. I get that, but it's like misery loves company, and they love to try to bring other people down with them. I don't want to be down with you. I don't want to be in that state of mind. I don't, because half those people they're already so angry and like in life in general. They're just always upset about something. Like they're never at peace. They're always unhappy, it seems like. And then they want everybody to follow along with them. That is Satan. I don't want to be with you. Like I don't want to feel that. I want actual peace. I don't want that. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I have to argue with people all the time. I don't want to feel like I always have to prove something to somebody. I just want peace. And you don't give that to me. All you do is give angry. Like I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I'm so sick of seeing it. That's why I have to just keep scrolling on my phone. I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to see this.
And that's all that like most people start. Sometimes you gotta realize to filter your environment, because what are you really surrounding yourself around? Because when you talk about Christian's not showing you the right example, Jesus is.
Exactly.
You're not
Why are
supposed
you
to be
worried about a
looking.
human?
You're not supposed to be looking at us as your example. We are not the example. Jesus is. He says that in text. I am the example.
Like, I'm just following him,
I
man.
am
Y'all
the
need to be
way you
looking at
get to
him.
God. I am the way that you get to heaven, not us. We cannot get
Mm-hmm.
you to heaven. We did not
Like,
die for your
we're
sins.
literally
I didn't
following
do nothing for
behind
you.
him. He's the leader, obviously. That's who you need to be looking at, not us. We are not perfect.
Because imagine the example they give in the Bible is Jesus is our shepherd. A shepherd is of someone who watches the sheep, the flock. What makes sense if the sheep are watching each other? You're closer to Jesus, so let me get closer to you. What? You're not Jesus, because if he turns this way, then you're gonna turn.
And I understand. I know why they're looking so hard at us, but it's like, because you are supposed to lead by example, and I understand that. That is a great point, but
we are still human.
It is also not our job to, I don't know, fulfill whatever need they're looking for. That's up to God. Like, you need to ask God to fulfill that, not us. Like, this is not that's not our job. It's really not. Like, you're supposed to have your own relationship with Christ. You don't need to have a relationship with us. You don't. Right. So it's like the same way I'm so, I guess, headstrong about it is because my relationship with God is at the best point that it's been at in a very long time. So it's not going to be, I don't know, just hearing them talk about it, I'm just like, y'all just don't have a relationship with him. So it's like, of course you're going to be looking at everything else but him because you don't have a relationship with him. But I'm not here to fulfill that. That's for you to figure out.
Yeah, because the best I can give you is how the Bible says that we're supposed to be a light unto others so they can find Christ. Like, I do what I'm supposed to do the best way that I can so you can see the difference between me and the darkness. I will be the light for you, but I am not the light. God gives me this light. I don't have this light on my own. I did not put this light in myself. So I cannot just put it out. I have to be who I am, who he gave me to be.
And that's the goal. It's like, I would like people to see God when they see me or when they hear me or whatever. Like, but I am not perfect. Yeah, I am not him at all. So
this is it. Jesus, perfection. Us,
human. But I wouldn't mind being a vessel, but it's like, that's all I am. He's speaking through me. That's why I said, remember we were talking about like how I know God wants to spread his word and stuff, how we were saying that, and it's like, if it were up to me, if it was just me trying to do it on my own, I would not be able to do it. Because when I don't know how to explain anything, he would have to literally take those words and just put them in me so that I'm just saying it. I just have, because it'll literally have to be him doing it. Because me on my own, trying to explain something to somebody who was a non-believer, I would have started crying because I can't explain myself. Like, it would just be terrible. God would have to literally use me as a vessel, and it would just have to be him speaking because I cannot do that on my own. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not about to sit there and argue with anybody because it's not going to come out right. It's not. Unless, especially if it's like on social media, God would have to take my fingers and literally be doing that. Because I'm like, I can't do it on my own. It's true. I can't do it on my own. I can't do it on my own. I am not good at it. I don't think that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But like, if he wants to use me, then okay. But like, I'm not doing that. I can't do it on my own. Like, I'm not supposed to sit there and argue on social media at all. I'm not doing it. And I see stuff I don't agree with, but like, I'm just gonna have to not agree and just keep. I just have to keep scrolling. I can't do it. Like, these people are wild right now on social media. Like, they are crazy.
It's getting worse and worse. And it's like they really feel like what they say needs to be heard. And it's like people that like it and that are also lost, they're boosting their confidence in delusion. It's nothing but delusions, supporting delusions, liking delusions, commenting on delusions. Like,
did I tell you about this guy on I think it was on Instagram or something, or Threads or something, and he was telling people like how he only listens to Christian music or like gospel, and he doesn't know, like, he doesn't keep up with like the regular music at all. So he was just saying that God brought him to that point in his life or whatever, And everybody, when I tell you, the majority of the comments were so mad at him. Oh, you must be boring. You're boring. Oh my God. Like just saying a whole bunch of stuff.
Boring
Just
is
angry,
crazy.
angry at him. And so I commented, this is the first time I ever commented. And I was like, wow, that is great, because I'm trying to get to that point where I'm like able to just listen to gospel only. But it's like, I was like, God has not has not convicted me of that yet. And I was like, I really am trying. Like I am. Like I'm listening to the gospel a lot more, like all the time. But like I'm still listening to other music because I grew up around that. Like that's all we ever listened to was like music like that. Like all kinds of music, all kinds of genres, all of that. So like I'm so used to it that it's gonna be really hard. It's a hard process to like just strictly listen to gospel only. So that's what I was saying. I was just agreeing with him. It's like I'm so glad that you got to that point because that is hard. Like music is good. I love music. So like that is a hard thing to do. And everybody was just so angry at him. And I'm like, people are really mad that he's saying that he only listens to gospel.
Because one thing, because I'm getting closer to that point because I've been listening to so many like, oh my God, the Christian R&B artists now, they are everything to me. Like they're like Mary Mary times 10, and I love it. I'm here for it. I am so excited. Like there's so many different artists that I love that are like Christian now, so it's like easier for me to not listen to secular music. Is that what they call it? It's so much easier for me to not do it as much. But sometimes I do like. I don't want to listen to that song.
I'm not.
Sometimes I do listen to that song, but it's like I'm trying to stop that because it's like I do have alternatives.
It's also like with me, I get it. I get the reason behind having to do that. But like it's also the same thing with like movies and stuff or like shows and all that stuff. I love horror movies, and that the first thing people think about is something negative, like a negative entity or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get that. I get what you're saying, but it's also like I am not that easy for the devil to just come on in. I'm just not that easy. I don't just leave it. I don't leave my soul available like that. And I was talking to my mom about that because we were like, we understand where people are coming from. Like, you shouldn't be watching stuff like that.
I feel it depends on the person.
It does. And that's what we were saying. We were like, I'm not a person who would just let the devil in or like watch something and instantly my mind is changed on something. Absolutely not. Because first of all, when I'm watching movies and stuff, I'm watching it for pure entertainment. Not because I'm like inviting something in or like letting something negative take over my mind or something. I don't know what they think is happening when you're watching a horror movie because I'm like, I've never experienced anything like that. Like ever when I watch those movies. Ever. Like never. And then plus I don't know what I need to ask somebody what they think is happening when somebody watches a horror movie. Because I like Christians, like when they say things like that, I'm like, what do y'all think is happening when? Because I watch The Conjuring like 3 times a week, I feel like it's confusing.
It's that stuff. The ear gates, eye gates is true,
but what do they think is happening?
Because it's like I've heard an older person from my mom's talk about it. She was like, the TV is a gateway for like spirits, like whoever made it. Like when they make those type of movies, like especially like even if it's like if it's true or not true, the spirit that it's like a spiritual thing. I get what you're saying. It's a portal.
I get it,
and it's going into your eyes and your mind.
And then that's where I get confused. Cause I'm like,
you can stop it,
so where is God in that though? What you mean? Like where why isn't God stopping that from letting that affect? Like you get what I'm saying? Like.
Because he gave us free will. So I mean, I feel like
I'm saying like why does me watching something like that mean that I'm allowing something negative to or something demonic or whatever to like get inside of me when I have God? Do you get what I'm saying? Like how is that allowed?
I feel it's for people that are not that strong in faith.
So then why does everybody have to be convicted? Like that is I need to ask somebody that. I
think it's probably because they probably can't handle it. Like imagine, because like sometimes like when I watch that stuff, it gives me nightmares. So it's like I feel like that's a portal.
Yeah, if it does affect people, then I
Especially if it
get
makes
that.
you paranoid, makes you scared, and causes negative emotions.
But I don't know. I just get a little confused. Maybe I need to ask
Because I
Mark
feel
about
like
that.
you don't get affected by it.
I don't, but I need to know. I still want to know if I'm doing something wrong or not because
I don't feel like I feel like it's a different if it changes you. Because like for example, for me with secular music, my conviction is cursing and it was fornication at the time. So it's like certain songs, it's like it'll make me think about it or make me cuss more. So it's like I have to be convicted, and if I don't want to keep thinking about it, if I want to change, I don't need to be surrounded by something that
yeah,
makes me
that
think
makes
about
sense.
something like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I'm thinking like
I'm
it's
just
not you, but someone who
I
is
know,
not
but
there
what if
yet.
even if it's not me though, I need to know if I'm doing something wrong. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't even if I'm not affected the way other people are affected, I still need to know if I'm doing something wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if it's
Like
still
do I
wrong,
just
regardless of like in
yeah
his. I think you can ask
yes
God that. I don't know. That I don't know. To me,
because
it makes sense.
I don't
What
see
I
why he
said.
wouldn't be convicting me. It's been a long time.
He didn't
And
give
he
you no
still has
sign.
no nothing has ever happened to me. I promise you. I was just watching The Conjuring last night. Turned our lights off, turned the TV off, went to sleep. Nothing happened. No uncomfortable feeling. Nothing. Got up for church and was ready. That's it. So I'm like, what? Why have you not convicted me of that yet? And I prayed about it. It's not like I did. I prayed about it. I did. I really did because I was like, am I doing something wrong? Why am I not feeling the same things that everybody's telling me I should feel about this? Same with music. It's like music. I love music. I love music. Like it. I love it so much. Will it change any part of my mind? No. Like I listen to Chris all the time. Do I think that man is dumb? Absolutely. Do I love him still? Absolutely. Will I still listen to his music? I sure will. But well, whatever his lyrics are saying, do I agree with them? Most of the time, no. But the music is good, and I do like the music. I don't curse. I don't say none of the words. Like if he's saying something inappropriate, do I say it? Absolutely not. But the music, just I like the way it sounds. Like saying what gospel music, I love the way it sounds. Love the words, all of that. But it's just like if I know that something I won't let it get past a certain part of me. Like you're not about to control me, like at all.
I feel like that's where it's like it's hard for some people to do that. So it's like it may be necessary for them to not.
I get it. I understand that completely. That I don't even think that's my point. I think my
you
point.
just trying to figure out is this still wrong?
Yes, exactly.
I
understand the reason behind everything that they're saying, but I need to know if this is really genuinely something that is wrong, or if you just feel like it's wrong because
of your own bias.
Yeah. Because I understand. Like when I watch The Conjuring, I don't know because the main people in there, Ed and Lorraine, they were Christians, believed in God. She just had a gift of like seeing like paranormal stuff. But the first thing they did as soon as they went into somebody's house was pull a Bible out or a cross and quoting scriptures. Like that's why I'm like I don't know.
Because pastors they're
exorcisms.
They're supposed to do that.
That's
they're
why
allowed to do that.
I'm just a bit confused. I just feel confused.
Not for everybody because it gets real crazy. It's not. I feel like people forget that they are allowed to do that. Stuff.
Not everybody is, like I said, not everybody is called to do that. So,
because exorcisms, that's where I would be like, God, you got this one. I'm not trying to be around that at all.
I would do it.
I bet you would.
Not, but because I feel like the power of God it is possible. It is. So I would do something like that because I feel like I'll be able to. I'm like, you need to get out. Like, you need to go now. Like I definitely would. I would do that.
It would creep me out. Like, why are you moving like that? Like the way they be at in the videos, I feel like you need to chill.
It's like, all right. First of all, the fact that Satan has to use a vulnerable, weak person and take over their body, I would be like, you are a punk.
Yeah. Because he can't use nobody. And
you realize that God uses strong people, strong soldiers, and he uses them. If you're using somebody who is weak and easy and vulnerable at their worst, and then you sitting there trying to scare me, absolutely not.
But you can't even do stuff by yourself.
Like, you choose the weakest person. Please get out of my face. Like I can't stand. I really cannot stand him at all. Like you are so ugly.
And like you really need everybody else to join you. Why can't you do stuff by yourself? If you really all that powerful as you think you are, like why can't you do stuff by yourself?
Is sick. He is sickening. Like every time I hear stuff about him, I'm just like you You are so extra. Like
every time he moves, it's like, oh my
I'm
god,
like, can you move out the
here
way?
come this one. Like that's how I feel
It
every
is.
time.
It's like you need some help. You need to
You need to like
he
learn
need
your
therapy.
place. Yes, he does. The devil does need therapy.
He does. He needs to go to therapy and sit down. Someone go take a nap. That man is sickness.
You was busy up in there with God. Something I wish I could even be around. And your first thought, I want to be God. You can't just sit down somewhere.
That man is that
like,
he
you
is
can't
so
just be like
no, he can't. He always got to be the center of attention. Like, can you move? You are
and y'all that want to follow him, y'all
like but those are the same people who want to be the center of attention. So that makes plenty of sense.
And all the characteristics he have, y'all have. So it
just please. Oh my God. Do you remember when we talked about like people believing in God and then like not believing in the Bible and stuff? Okay, it was this. Okay, this person. We talked about like people having kids and they trying to use it as like something to fill a void that they need from their parents, right?
Yeah, we talked about it in last video.
Yeah. So, I guess the void was still not met, like with the child. So the baby daddy or like the boyfriend or whatever left, and so they're not together anymore, and now she feels alone. And
you've been felt alone.
Yes. So I'm like, so you were very happy to have this child that you thought was going to fill this void. Honestly, I don't think the void is supposed to be filled by the baby, the boyfriend, or the parents. I think it's just supposed to be filled by God, and you just still like you. The fact that you still said that you don't believe in the Bible still shows that that void is still not going to be filled because you still haven't gotten to the point in your life where you're just like giving it all to God. Like you're still trying to find it in everybody else around you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're still sitting here saying that you feel alone, especially now that this man has left you that you were never married to and had a kid with. So it's like, why? When I saw that, I'm just like, look at the life just falling apart. And I wasn't even trying to be like facetious. I was just being like, this is really what happens when you don't like, I guess, fully give yourself to God, like at all. Like, it's like you can't halfway do it.
Yeah.
Like when I don't understand how you can believe in the Bible. I mean, believe in God and not believe in the Bible.
Because that's His word. That's His stuff. It's like me believing in you as a friend, but I don't believe in anything else.
Like where?
Like I don't believe anything that supports you. Like anything that you like, anything that you say, I don't support it. But I'm supposed to be your friend. That makes no sense.
It makes absolutely. He wrote all of that. He told you everything you needed to know. You have all the answers, and you trying to say that you believe in him, but you have no idea what this man has said. All you know is some scriptures that you've seen other people say, but you won't sit down and read it for yourself because you don't want to be convicted of anything that you know is wrong that you're doing. I don't like that too much. I didn't like that one.
That was your face
didn't like it at all.
A dog. That's really
how
weird. You would make that face.
Is somebody looking at me?
If somebody doing something, you would stop.
I would.
That would definitely.
If it's too much noise,
he definitely he carried the attitude that you have, and he displayed it just then.
So cute. Just a cutie pie.
Well, we're at 54 minutes.
Yeah, we're done.
So I think the moral of the whole thing, I
don't even know what that was.
I feel like I saw the moral. The moral is humans are not your savior. We are not your savior. I feel like that was the moral of the whole thing.
Do you think so? Because I feel like
we did really good.
I was about to say something, but
I think we did really well. Like that was anxieties, the Jesus, the Jesus, the everything. I feel like they all coincided very well. The beginning was a little rocky, but
I don't even remember.
It was anxiety, but I feel like it all tied into it. So
yeah, I really don't understand how we do that.
How
do we go from one thing and then end up on something completely different? Why was I talking about The Conjuring? Like,
secular music. You brought
okay,
up
but
music.
Anxiety to The Conjuring is crazy. Like
Well,
all
that's
of
why
that
we
in
put
between.
commas in between the stuff.
No, that
Because
was good,
it's not
though.
just gonna be. I don't think it'll ever just be
One
one
specific
video.
yeah.
It'll never be that.
Well, no, because
Never.
there is supposed to be one topic that we are supposed to be talking about, and it needs to strictly be on that because it is important, and I don't remember what it was.
I think y'all just going to stay tuned with us because this is crazy.
I mean, this was a really good episode. So
really good.
We do
I'm
hope
so
y'all
excited
enjoy
to watch it, and I hope you are too.
And I want to hear everybody's feedback again this time because I like hearing people talk about it. I want to know how y'all feel.
Like good or bad, like constructive criticism.
I love criticism. I do. I like please tell me. I love it. Please tell me.
But I feel like if you're gonna tell me something, say it.
Yeah, it's just.
But also give me.
On your lip, and I don't. It's like hair.
I think it's this hair in my hair.
I can't get it. I got it. All right. It's off. Oh, it's not. It's right
Yeah, I'm about to say it don't feel like it. But I feel like I like constructive criticism with that, and like you can criticize, but give me a backup plan. Like don't criticize and have nothing else to say.
You just saying something just because you want to say
something. Give me something. You know,
that'll be great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So bye guys. See you. See you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please.
And please share with all your friends.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye. Bye bye.